This video is about Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus by Olivier Messiaen. I will explain the most important things about the work and the composer. Olivier Messiaen was a French composer who lived from 1908 to 1992. He was deeply religious, and many of his works deal with spiritual themes. Messiaen's Catholic faith was the source of his inspiration and shaped his entire musical language. In his piano cycle Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus, 20 Views of the Infant Jesus, Messiaen set to music his fascination with the incarnation of God and the significance of the infant Jesus. Messiaen composed Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus in 1944. The cycle consists of 20 pieces for solo piano, each of which represents a gaze at the infant Jesus. The pieces are entitled Regard du Père, Gaze of the Father, Regard de la Vierge, Gaze of the Virgin, or Regard des Anges, Gaze of the Angels. In this work, Messiaen set to music his spiritual meditations on the birth of Christ and the significance of the infant Jesus for humanity. Messiaen's musical language is characterized by his use of modes, complex rhythms, and tone colors. In the Ving regards, he uses these means to create a deeply spiritual atmosphere. Each piece has its own character and symbolism. For example, in the first piece, Regard du Père, Messiaen uses deep, solemn chords to represent the omnipotence and wisdom of God. In the sixth piece, Par lui tout a été fait, through him all things were made, he uses fast, swirling figures to symbolize the creative power of God. A particular feature of Messiaen's music is the use of birdsong. In Ving regards too, imitations of birdsong can be found in many places. For Messiaen, birds were messengers of God and their songs a form of praise. By integrating birdsong into his music, Messiaen wanted to create a connection between the earthly and the heavenly world. The Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus is more than just a musical work. It is a spiritual journey that invites the listener to contemplation and prayer. With this work, Messiaen wanted to express the beauty and significance of the infant Jesus for humanity. He saw the birth of Christ as the beginning of a new era and the hope of salvation. The Ving regards are a testament to Messiaen's deep faith and his love of God. The Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus place the highest demands on the interpreter. The work lasts a total of about 2 hours and requires enormous technical virtuosity and stamina from the pianist. In addition, the interpreter must be able to grasp and convey the spiritual depth and symbolic meaning of the individual pieces. A performance of the Ving regards is always a spiritual challenge that demands a high degree of empathy and humility from the interpreter. The Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus are considered one of the most important piano works of the 20th century. They have inspired and challenged generations of pianists. The work has been performed and recorded by many renowned interpreters, including Yvonne Laurier, Pierre-Laurent Aimard, and Stephen Osborne. The Ving regards have also influenced other composers and contributed to the development of new forms of musical expression. Even today, more than 75 years after its creation, the Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus has lost none of its fascination and spiritual power. The work touches listeners with its beauty and depth, inviting them to embark on a spiritual journey. In an age when many people are searching for meaning and orientation, the Ving regards can be a source of comfort and inspiration. They remind us that there is a dimension of life that lies beyond the material and that music can build a bridge between the earthly and the heavenly. The Ving regards Sir l'Enfant Jesus occupy a central position in Messiaen's oeuvre. They mark a high point in his compositional development and impressively demonstrate how he translated his spiritual convictions into music. The work is a key to understanding Messiaen's musical language and his religious worldview. It shows how Messiaen broke the boundaries of traditional harmony and rhythm to create a new, deeply spiritual music.